On this video, I will be showing you how to quickly and easily unlock this secret Dark Ops calling card in Zombies. Reach round 100. It sounds very hard, sounds extremely difficult. Most people think, oh man, I will never get that. Well, you came to the right place because this is going to be about the easiest way for you to do this. But it is for a limited time, so you better do it soon before they nerf it. So let's do this. Some HUD. There you can see it, 104. I have a custom HUD set up so that the round counter is on the bottom left. So I guess they didn't do it the right way and it just cuts out of the screen. But you saw it right there, it's 104. We are on round 104, and as you can see, we are not moving right now. We are basically AFK with the bow, with the crossbow, explosive rounds, and the triple bolt attachment on it. Those are the only two that actually matter. The sights don't really matter on this. I'm not using them at all. I mean, you can if you want, but it's not necessary for this. And toxic growth, again, it's not necessary, but it is extremely helpful. I cannot say it enough how useful toxic growth is for this exploit. So as I'm here murdering zombies without moving, and I'm not touching my mouse right now. My hands are not on my keyboard or my mouse at this time. I am literally just hanging out. I'm not doing anything. I am just talking to the mic like a lonely person. So let me explain what is going on here right now. So let me grab this Casimir device right here real quick, might as well. Okay, so this is what's going on. So I found this spot, which I was seeing videos, a lot of videos of people using a spot similar to this one, but it wasn't exactly this spot. So they were saying a lot of spots that were very useful, they were very great, but I thought I could do better. So I started looking around and walking around the map, and I found this spot. Let me show you where this is. This is right next to the mystery box spawn. This is right next to this machine, right next to Speed Cola, and right next to Stamina. It's right behind this desk. A lot of people tell you to stand on it. I am telling you to stand in this corner right here and crouch and just shoot at the floor right around this area. Just shoot at the floor. Right now, like I said before, I am not touching my mouse or my keyboard at all. Once my reticle is in that spot, I don't have to be doing anything. The only thing that I like to do every now and then is that I like to activate my toxic growth. Whenever it runs out, I like to activate another one just to make it, make it certain that I don't go down pretty much. I make sure that they can't kill me if they get past my explosive round. But even without toxic growth, you saw earlier in the video that I still usually don't go down. But let me show you guys, because you might be wondering, how are you just shooting? Like, what are you doing? How are you auto shooting? Don't you have to click the mouse every time to shoot? And the same thing with the ADS. Right now I'm not holding my mouse, so how are you ADSing when you're not even touching your mouse? Well, let me show you really quick in the settings. So if you go to settings right here, you go to the gear shift on the top right, the gear icon. You go to the gear shift. Let me hold on. I can't click right now. I have my mouse taped, and that's what I'm going to talk about here in a second. So you press the gear icon, then you go to keyboard and mouse if you're on keyboard and mouse. If you're on controller, then I guess you would go on controller, but I'm on PC right now, so I'm going to go to keyboard and mouse. You're going to start here in mouse. I want you to go to combat, so go to combat. Once you are in combat, the first option is going to be right here. This one is not necessary. Neither one of the two is necessary, but it can make it extremely useful if you want to basically be AFK. Aim down sights behavior. Usually you have it at hold, which means that if you hold right click or left trigger, you will aim. And toggle means that if you press it once, you will automatically aim until you press it again. That is how we have it right now. So if I press it once, I will remain aiming until I press it again. So if you want to be AFK and you want to be aiming down sights, hit toggle, and then you can upgrade and make sure that you put some XP points up to your sights. So if you have a red dot sight or anything, you can toggle, and then you can make sure that you're leveling up the sights. So after that, for shooting, you're going to go to combat advanced settings. You're going to click on that, and it's going to bring you here. You're going to go all the way down, scroll all the way down until you can't anymore. And right at the very bottom, you're going to see this manual fire behavior. Usually the default is press, which means that if you have a semi-automatic weapon, or no matter what weapon it is, but I'm going to give you an example of a semi-automatic like the crossbow. The crossbow is technically semi-automatic because it has to reload after every shot. So technically you would have to press it every single time that you reload. You would have to press it, and then you would have to hold. So if you press hold, once you press the mouse once and it'll basically, you hold it down, it'll keep shooting for you. As you can see, press and hold to shoot. So if you press it once, it'll keep shooting. This one is press once for each shot. So for each shot, you will be shooting once. But for this, you can hold it and it'll keep shooting. Okay, so that's what you want for the crossbow. If not, this will not work. Okay, so now that you have those things done, you can go back to here. And what I'm doing right now is that obviously I have the ADS on toggle. So I am, I'm not holding my mouse. Just pressed it once and that's it. I pressed it once and it keeps aiming. And with the shooting, same thing. I press it once and then I hold left click down, which is my shoot button. I have a small roll of tape right next to me, and I literally just tape down the shoot button on my mouse. I tape it down and it'll keep shooting for me. I don't have to do anything. Now, let me show you something which is very interesting. Is very important. Is the zombie stuck right now? Oh, he is. Excellent. Okay, so I can show you exactly what I mean. So right here, you can see that I'm shooting. This is me shooting by holding down my left click, right? This is the normal fire rate when I hold the left click. Now I'm going to show you the fire rate when I press the left click for each shot. You see how I can shoot a lot faster when I press, and you might be able to hear my mouse in the background, I'm not sure, but I'm pressing my mouse and I can shoot a lot faster than if I hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see? So there is a really big difference in doing this AFK strat, or if you want to consistently be there clicking on your mouse and get through rounds maybe faster. Now, as I showed you already, you can get to, I am on round 105 right now. You can get to this round. Let me change that up. How do I change the HUD? I don't know how to change the HUD. Interface maybe, HUD, zombies HUD preset, HUD settings maybe. God, I don't know how to change layout. Okay, there we go, standard. So now you can see on the top right, you can see my round counter. So you can see that I am on round 105. So I'm gonna kill the zombie right now. And also, by the way, you can see my ammo on the bottom right. You can see that my ammo is not going down on any of my weapons. So none of my weapons are using ammo. That is the free fire glitch. I'm gonna put that in the video as well, but right now obviously it's not here because I already did it. The free fire glitch is a Goblegum called free fire, which allows you to pretty much, is right here, this one, free fire. It's an epic Goblegum. I have 27 of them. Basically, it allows you to, I believe for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that, it allows you to have unlimited ammo. There is a glitch where you can use the Goblegum and keep the unlimited ammo for the entire game, even after the Goblegum duration runs out. So that is what we basically do at the start of every game, which I'm gonna get some footage of it and put it in the video, but that's basically what you want to do. And then I'm going to show you how one round goes with my mouse taped down. So this is what we're going to do. Again, we're going to crouch. We're going to aim right at this black tile, almost right here. Somewhere in the center is fine, or lower here it could be, but we're going to put it right here. We are going to tape our mouse, and right now our mouse is taped. Now we're going to put our toxic growth right here, exactly where we are standing, just for extra safety. And now we're going to see if we can get through round 106 without even moving. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm not touching my keyboard. I'm not putting armor on. I'm not touching any key or anything on my mouse. I'm literally just sitting back, talking to the microphone with my phone in my other hand, browsing Instagram. I'm not doing anything. Let's see how far we can get here. There is an insta-kill there, which I don't need. I kind of want to grab it because sometimes there might be a power-up that you want. Well, guess what? You have Casimir's. Throw a Casimir out, walk forward, walk backwards, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now you're back at your spot and everything is good. If you get a max ammo, same thing. Just make sure that you try to save at least one Casimir. Don't use all of them. I wouldn't use all of them, just in case you need it. You have one. Like right now, I use that for an insta-kill. I don't really need an insta-kill because they're not even touching me. So it's not really necessary to use a Casimir for an insta-kill. But just for the video's sake, I wanted to show you how to grab power-ups. Most power-ups, if not all of them, will be directly in front of you, because that is where the zombies tend to go in from. I think the round is over. I'm not sure, but let me see the radar. Oh yeah, there's one zombie right there. That's the last one, and we are on round 107 now. There you go. There you have it. Now, the next thing I want to show you is, in case you either don't want to use toxic growth, or maybe you don't have it upgraded, or maybe you want to use another field upgrade, I'm going to wait for this toxic growth to go out, and then I'm going to show you what happens if you try to do this without toxic growth. The game might end. If it does, that's fine. I already got the secret calling card, which, by the way, there is a Dark Ops calling card for getting to round 100, which this is why I'm making this video, so that you can get to round 100 and get that calling card without any hassle, basically just AFK. Right now there is double XP, so you can also level up your character very quickly by doing this, especially if you have just prestige. This is a really good way to get to at least 30 levels from 0 to 30 easily in one game. And who knows, maybe even more. Because right now, I am going to let toxic growth run out, and I'm going to allow them to kill me. I'm going to give them a chance to end my game. Now, if I wanted to, I could go to round 200 doing this. Because remember, my fire rate has decreased because my mouse is shut. If I wanted to, I could be clicking on this until round 200, and I would be shooting so fast that they would never be able to touch me. But let's see how much I'll last. You see my toxic growth just went away right there, and my health is already at half. As you can see, my health is at half, my armor is one plate down, but we still managed to get through, you know, most of the zombies here. Again, my health keeps going down. I don't have any plates right now, so the game will be over fairly soon here. Let's grab those plates right there. Oh yeah, the game will be over very soon because I don't have any more plates, and I'm not going to buy any. I'm not even going to try to survive here, so I'm just going to let them do their worst, and the game will be over because, you know, I want to see what I've unlocked so far. We have 14,300 kills, and we haven't gone down a single time in this game. Ravager round, excellent. This is the free round. Love it, gotta love it. So we're basically gonna probably die at round 109. That's basically what's gonna happen here, probably. So it's okay though. We're not worried about that. 109 is more than enough, and we have done more than enough this game. So I'm ready to go back to the lobby, ready to get set up again, and ready to show you guys how to get to, you know, this round on your own game. So here we go. Let's look at the round swap. Make sure we grab that max ammo here, because God knows we need it for plates and Casimirs. And here we go, guys. Let's see how long we last. Round 109. Without toxic growth in front of us protecting us. Let's see what happens. Keep in mind, this bow is legendary, rarity, top 3, and I have both of the attachments, the explosive tips and the tri-bolt. So this is as strong of a weapon as you're ever gonna get. This is stronger than a ray gun right now. This is stronger than any wonder weapon that we've had, unless it insta-kills, but I'm pretty sure this is stronger than wonder weapons. I'm pretty sure if you were shooting a ray gun at the floor, you wouldn't be doing the damage that we are doing currently, and you would have been dead at like round 70. But here we are. So far so good. We're still here, we're still alive and kicking. I haven't even plated once. If you see my plates go up, is because I have Armormatic, which again, if you want to do this, it is very important to have that augment in, I believe it's Bullshade. It basically makes it so that if there's a plate, oh, here we go, it's about to happen. We're about to go down. There it is. But we get a kill because we have equivalent exchange, obviously. If you're not running that on your quick revive, what are you doing? Who are you? Don't talk to me. Anyways, as I was saying, I have Armormatic, which makes it so that if there is a plate on the floor, you will automatically equip it if you walk over it, or if you have plate stored away, you can automatically use them when your plates break. Right now my plates are not refilling because we don't have any plates in stock, and there are plates on the ground, but I'm trying not to move to show you guys that you can get through through a round without moving. So right here it looks like we got through the round. Definitely got through the round. There's one more zombie here on my right. Yeah, there you go. Round 110. We didn't even move. We did take it down. As you saw, we did take it down. That is why I like using Toxic Growth, because Toxic Growth makes sure that you stay alive. So we did take one down, but you saw that we still survived without armor and without moving or shooting, other than the, AFK shooting that we're doing already. When it comes to ammo mods, it doesn't matter what you use, I think. It doesn't really matter. Right now I'm using Shatter Blast because I thought it would be the best, like, break armor off of enemies, which armored enemies seem to be the biggest issue, but I don't even have Shatter Blast upgraded, so I don't think it's really useful. So it doesn't really matter. You can, up to preference, you can use whatever you want. I do think Shatter Blast is probably one of the better ones though. And if you have anything that can make the zombies get knocked over, like you were seeing here, where most of them are falling over, that is crucial. That little bit of time that you're earning when they slip and fall is crucial to your survival. So again, we're not moving right now. We're still not shooting with our mouse. We are just sitting here, and here we go. I don't think we revive anymore. Let's do one quick res here. We're gonna lose our perks, so we should die fairly quickly here after getting revived, because we don't have any perks anymore. Our double tap is gone, our scavenger is gone, our vulture is gone, our PhD is gone, and we died to not having PhD. So there you go. Round 110 will be our last round for this game, which, again, more than enough. So now I'm going to show you guys how to get to this point and what you need to do in your game to get to this point. Okay, so here we go. All right, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to set up your loadout. This is what I recommend, and this is what you should do for the most part. First things first, you need your bow and arrow. You need to have your crossbow. If you don't have your crossbow, you cannot do this. There are other weapons that are very useful for this, but the crossbow is the best one. So if you don't have the crossbow, you can also do it with an arrow. It's not as effective. And if you don't have the arrow, you can also try to do it with a Akimbo Akita. Not the best, but the crossbow is definitely a play. You can see that I have 35,000 elims with the crossbow. That's more than I have with any of my weapons ever in this game. It's not even close to any of my most used weapons in the game. So let's see my launcher. Maybe my launcher has a lot of kills. 9,000. That's the second most. With my bow and arrow, my crossbow, I have 34,000. Not even close. A diamond medal already. So let me show you what the build looks like. So first things first, you need to have the crossbow. Now, if you don't have it upgraded to max, you will not have these attachments. The fire mod, explosive crossbows, and the tri-bolt. You need to have both of these equipped, especially explosive. This is the most important one. So if you don't have these equipped, you need to make sure that you get into games until you level up your crossbow enough to be able to put these on. If not, this will not work. So make sure that you get your tri-bolt and your explosive bolts. Now, melee doesn't matter, equipment doesn't matter. I do enjoy using the decoy a lot. Lethal, whatever is up to you, up to preference, whatever you want. Decoy is the most used for me when it comes to tactical, because it is extremely helpful. Now the field upgrade, you can use whatever you want. I highly recommend Toxic Growth. Highly. If you want the best outcome imaginable, you need to equip Toxic Growth. I will show you what my things look like, what my augments look like. It doesn't really matter for toxic growth that much, but these are the ones that I like to use. So I have it at 100%. I like to use this one, which makes the toxic growth wider, and enemies that step into it are slowed, right? So I enjoy using that one a lot. And then I have it maxed out, so I have 2 of my miners. One of them is that I increased the health of it significantly. That is really good. And this is the second one that I increased the max charges that I can have at a time. You can play with these however you want, but this is just what I have and what I recommend. So let's move on to the next really important part, which is going to be your Goblegums. For your Goblegums, nothing really matters here. Right here, you can see that I have 5 Goblegums. Nothing really matters other than these 3 spots. So on any of these 3 spots, on one of them, you need to have it free fire. It doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't matter. It just has to be in one of these 3 spots, because these 3 spots are the ones that you're going to spawn in the game with. So you need to make sure free fire is in here. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to make a pack like this one where it has nothing. Basically, you just have a bunch of whimsicles like this. You have a bunch of Goblegums that are not important that you are willing to waste, basically. So you're not going to equip it. You're going to equip this one. This is the loadout we are going in. This is the pack we are going in with, the one that has free fire. But this one, we will be using it, and you will be seeing what we will be doing. You will see why. So once you're done with that, you have a crossbow, you have your attachments on, you have your toxic growth, and you have your free fire. We are ready to go find a game now. So the game that we will be looking for, let me put my augments real quick, because I think I leveled up my Shatter Blast quite a bit. Yes, I did. So let's equip my augments really quickly. Detonations. Let's do that. There's no elites here, so why not? Almost unlocked all the explosion. Perfect. That's really good. But we're gonna keep this one. Actually, we're gonna keep this one. Okay. So now that's that. We're gonna get into the game. Now, I said this is a limited time thing. They will nerf this, but not only will they nerf this, we are doing this in a Christmas limited time mode, LTM. So if you don't do it now that it's Christmas, it'll be gone when the playlist is gone. So we're going to go here to holiday mode, and we're going to press on solo. We're going to press on list keepers challenge, and we're going to hop in. See what happens here. Alrighty, here we are, Astra Malorum. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start this fire. We don't need to activate it, but we will, just so we can move a little faster. Now, here is going to be the glitch. As you can see, we have free fire on number 4 on our keyboard, so we are going to press number 4. Press number 4 so we can eat the gobble. As soon as we throw it into the air like this, you will pause your game and you will swap Goblegum packs. Now, you will grab this one and equip it. The Goblegum is still in the air, so you will still use it, but you need to swap. If not, this will not work. Now, the reason why I told you to use Whimsicals, you will see why. As soon as we swap Goblegums, we will still use one of the 3 that we have equipped. In this case, we're going to use Slay List. So we will lose Slay List. That is why I told you put Whimsicals so that you don't end up losing an actual useful Goblegum. Now, remember, your crossbow has explosive shots. You can very easily die if you shoot close to yourself. So we're going to be very careful when shooting enemies. We do not want to die to our own crossbow bolts. That would be very bad. Right here, we can equip our ammo mod if we would like. Why not? I just put Shatter Blast. I'm probably going to change it later to Cryo, because the most useful one at the beginning of the game is Cryo, just so that you can get presents and hopefully earn some upgrades and some special stuff. So I highly recommend that you use Cryo at the beginning of the round. Actually, I'm gonna go swap it right now, as a matter of fact. I don't want to miss out on these presents, so use Cryo just so you can make sure that you're getting as many presents as possible. Now, the name of the game right now is basically, there's only one thing that you're focusing on right now at this point in the game. The one thing that you're focusing on is staying alive and making enough money to buy yourself PhD. Now, you might be wondering, well, how do I buy PhD, Crispin, if PhD is not in the map? Well, good question. you need the Wonder Fist machine, which means that you either need to wait till round 20 or 25 or whatever, or you can buy 4 perks, which is what we will be doing. So we're going to be buying 4 perks as fast as we possibly can, and then we are going to buy PhD as fast as we possibly can. So you saw that I already bought Quick Revive and I bought Juggernaut because those are the 2 that are closest to us other than Speed Cola. You could buy either one. It doesn't really matter what perks you buy, but we have a free ammo, an infinite ammo glitch. You can see my Goblegum is gone. So we lost that Goblegum, but we have infinite ammo for the rest of the game now. So we will never have to reload. Therefore, we don't need Speed Cola. Therefore, that is why I opened towards Juggernaut and not Speed Cola. But that doesn't really matter because still we might end up getting Speed Cola just so that we can get that 4th perk faster. So it doesn't really matter whether you get it or not. Right here, we do want to keep opening presents just in case. Sometimes they give you app crystals, sometimes they give you ether tools. So you do want to open as many presents as you want. Just make sure that you keep your crossbow the entire game and don't die. So there we go. We can open this door because this is where we will be camping, right here behind this desk. Not now, we won't be doing that right now, but later on, whenever we're set up, we're gonna come to the spot and we're gonna camp right there in that corner, but not yet. Right here we have Ravagers. We can still shield here if we want to. We just gotta be really careful because we can kill ourselves with the explosives at this point. So we gotta be really careful where we shoot them. And that's why I don't like being there. So I'd rather just walk around until we get PSG. Once you get PSG, you can do whatever you want. But right now, you need to make sure that you're being very careful. You can also just get another weapon just to not risk dying. That is completely valid as well. If you want to, sometimes the box is here, you can hit the box. Sometimes you can buy a weapon. Sometimes you get presents and you can get a weapon from a present, like right here. You can grab this weapon and maybe try to use the, the Raiden that I just got or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. Just make sure that you survive long enough to be able to get PhD. So we're going to try to open the map as soon as possible. We don't need to buy stamina right now, so we're not going to worry about that currently. We're just going to keep focusing on making money. Another present. We do want to keep opening presents, like I said, just because of this. You can get other weapons that are better. This weapon is kind of ass, actually. I lied. Kind of ass, but it is green rarity. That's why I grabbed it, but it still sucks. Okay, so make sure you kill all the zombies without dying. Yada, yada, yada. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Is that a power up? Oh no, I don't want to miss it. These little stockings. Oh, nice. We got a good one. Sweet. They're a risk. They're a gamble. If you want to. There we go. Ether tool. Perfect. That is exactly what we were looking for. That is one of the many things we need for this to work. AK. Oh, let's grab the Peacekeeper, actually. I'd rather use the Peacekeeper here. We got a blue Peacekeeper, and we have a blue ether tool on our crossbow. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better stocking. Thank you, Santa Claus. All right. Here we go. Now we're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. We're going to activate this fire right here on the right side in this little gazebo. We're going to activate this one. This one you do actually need because it will be very helpful. I mean, you don't need it, but it will be extremely helpful for later on. And then right here, if you get on this desk, this is a very nice spot for right now that you can use. Again, be careful that you don't shoot the crossbows too close to yourself to the point where you end up dying. But you can just shoot right here, and zombies can't come near you. So this is perfect. Right now, all we need to do is make money so that we can buy our perks and we can buy PhD. That is all we are focusing on. We do not need to buy Pack-a-Punch yet. All we need is perks. I'm going to show you guys another spot while we're at it. I'm going to show you guys another spot that is very good for getting zombie kills. And I think it's going to be the one that we're going to use because it is really safe when it comes to explosive damage. You won't do any damage to yourself for the most part. So I'm going to show you guys how that looks like. Turn on both of these fires because you're going to need them. But it's right here. This spot right here on top of these stairs. The only downside is that there is no fire here, so you will start freezing and you will not be able to run. But that's okay, as long as nothing gets through, it doesn't matter. And trust me, nothing will get through. So you'll be good. All you have to do is stand right here at the top and shoot right here, somewhere in the middle, and nothing will get past you. If you get Ravager rounds, let's see if we get one. I don't think so. No Ravager round. If you get one, they will all spawn from right here. So all you want to do is throw a toxic growth right here, and that will take care of all of them. You will see once the Ravager round actually comes along. But right now, all you want to do is hold your mouse click right here, and you're just making money. You're just farming money. If they drop any scrap, get it. You need scrap for this, so it is very important to have scrap for this whole thing, because you need to have a legendary weapon at some point. So you don't have to get it right now. Like right now, that drop, I don't have to go down there and risk my life and get it, because there's zombies spawning and I can't run. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna be patient for the round to be close to an end, and then I can go down and grab everything that's there. Right here, I can see that there are no zombies nearby, so I'm gonna come down and grab it. There's only 2 zombies left. I'm gonna kill this one, 3 actually. Kill that one, and then we're gonna kill this one, and maybe we get Ravager, maybe. Let's see. Armor, don't need armor right now. I mean, we can grab it, I guess, but let's see if we get a Ravager round here, or maybe next round. I feel like we did get one pretty early on in the game. Also, you can have your what's it called? I forgot what it's called. The thing at spawn that makes zombies come out faster. I forgot what it's called. You can activate it if you want. It is very helpful to get through rounds faster and get through this part at the beginning of the game is basically what takes the longest. Basically just setting up. Once you're set up, it's so easy to go through rounds. So this part is the most skeptic, you know, this part is the most weirdest part in the whole run. But after this, you'll be good. So we're just shooting, we're just making money right now. Just making money, not worrying about anything else. If you want, you could pack a punch. I try not to, because a lot of times depressants give you crystals, and also the perk is a lot more important than pack a punch at this point. Now, if you see that you're not one-shotting zombies anymore, then yes, you will have to pack a punch. So if at that point you still don't have PhD, then yes, you will have to pop. Okay, here we go, Ravager round. So as you can see, so you're about to see, they're all going to spawn right through this window. And once they hit the toxic growth, for the most part, they will die. And if they don't, you can just shoot a few or throw another toxic growth and they'll die. So you will get hit by meteors in this spot. That is the bad part. They will hit you if they come up here, but you know, that's not that serious. That's not that big of a problem for you. Yeah, the meteors are annoying, but that's fine. We're not going to be here for too long, so it's okay. We have 10,000. That is still not enough for a PhD, but that is enough for a few things. So what we're going to do is we're going to start heading back. Make sure you don't die while heading back here. Make sure you stay on the fire so that you don't die. I'm going to go in here so we can buy a couple of perks and get ourselves to 4 here in a bit. But we're going to make sure, again, we're going to make sure we don't die. That is priority number 1, making sure we don't die. That is the most important step in this whole thing. Making sure you are not dying. So be careful, keep reminding yourself that you have explosive bolts, so you cannot get close to the zombies when you shoot. You cannot get up close and personal because you will die if you do. So make sure you do not do that. There is something yellow there. I think it's a kill streak though. Yes, it is. I mean, we can grab it. Why not? Okay, so we have 1 zombie. We're going to come over here. We're going to buy Wisp. Wisp sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. It depends. What augments you have on. Is that a crystal? That is a crystal. Wow, that is extremely lucky to get from Snowman. Wow, a PAP 2 crystal. That is very rare to get. Okay, so snowmen are very good for you, as you can see. So you also want to use the snowmans to your advantage here every now and then when you see them. Let's grab that. Why not? Okay, so we have 10,000, so we need 1 more perk. and then we can activate Wonder Fist. So we're going to go over here and we're going to buy Mule Kick. Once we buy Mule Kick, we should be able to get Wonder Fist, and we do have enough money to buy a PhD. So this is going to be where you will start taping your mouse. If you want, you don't have to, but if you want to go that route, this is where that will begin. So you're going to light this fire, very important one, that one's critical. Then you're going to go over here, and right now all you're going to buy is PhD. You do not need anything else right at this moment. Eventually, yes, we will get every perk, but right now PhD is the only one you need. So let's go back in here, and this time we are going to camp. Let's see if we got anything here. This time our camping spot is going to be on top of this table right here. You're going to jump right here, go in here, and then we're going to be shooting right here, almost where this blood is, with this little circle. That's where we're going to be shooting at, somewhere along this area. Okay, so right here we are going to get a little piece of tape. Okay, this spot is not the best, but it is pretty good. There you go. My mouse has been taped, and now we're just going to shoot right here. That's all we're going to do. Yeah, this is not the best spot to camp. If you want, you can move it anywhere. Your sights, they can be anywhere around here, even on the table. As long as you have PhD, you'll be good. So now we just wait. Now this is the waiting game. We already have PhD, which is the most important thing. Now all we are doing now is going to be collecting scrap and papping our weapon. We got really lucky with that pap crystal too. So with that pap 2 crystal, I should say, we got very lucky with that. So that means we don't really have to pap anymore for a while. So we don't need money that bad. We need scrap though. We need a lot of scrap. Scrap is very difficult to get with the crossbow, because I guess explosive damage is not great for it, and also you're not really hitting the zombies, you're killing them with the explosion that's happening after the bolt hits the ground. So I guess that doesn't help you a lot in getting scrap, but it's still very effective as long as you have cryo on it. Every weapon that you use will have infinite ammo, by the way, every single weapon, so you can do this with any weapon. I'm just showing you the most effective one, which is the crossbow, but you can do it with any weapon. Also, what we will be doing while we're making money is we are going to be upgrading our armor plates. We don't want to stay with one armor plate forever. We do have unlimited ammo, but we do not have unlimited health. So we want to upgrade our armor plates as soon as possible as well. So that is what you can be looking to use your money on. If you get lucky like me and you get a crystal from either a present or a snowman, then in that case you will be using your money for armor, not perks. Again, you don't really need perks right now. There are some very useful perks, but that is not priority number one at this point in time. So let's go out here and buy 2 plates. There we go. Our weapon is still shooting, of course, because we have it taped down. That's another pap crystal. Wow. Wow, the luck on this guy right now. Of course, it's when I'm recording and not when I've been playing it for like 50 hours. Of course, 2 pap crystals. Wow. 2 pap 2 crystals, right? Yeah, 2 pap 2 crystals in snowmen, by the way. So, hey. Make sure you shoot your snowmans. There you go. There you go. That's why you do it. Also, as you can see on the left side of the screen, you see the challenges for the game mode. You do not want to complete these. Now, you will probably complete challenge number 1 and challenge number 2 because they basically complete themselves. Challenge number 1 is to light up all the fire barrels. That one is very easy, so if you don't want to be running around the map, walking around the map, you don't want to be, dying to the cold, then you will do that one. There is nothing wrong with completing the first one or the second one. The second one is the one that is currently on my screen, which also is very easy to complete because all you need to do is upgrade the weapon 3 times by giving it an ammo mod, by upgrading its rarity, and by popping it. So right now, we are already half the way there because we have cryo mod and we have pap. It only counted one of them, not 2, so it probably only counted the cryo, not the pap since it was a crystal, but who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Either way, we're not going to worry about the challenges. We don't want to complete them, but if you complete challenge number 1 and number 2, it doesn't really matter. That's completely fine. I'm probably going to speed all of this up, and I will have a timestamp on the video so that you can skip over to the next step of this trick. Okay, we have 10,000, so we are going to go get triple armor plates right now. It is the middle of the round, but we're not too worried about that. We have infinite ammo. We don't have anything to be scared of. I fear nothing. I fear nothing at all. I fear nothing. They fear me, if anything. Alright. Let's see if there's scrap down here. Yes, there is a little bit. Okay. Going back up. And now that we have all of that, we can just stay here. Honestly, we can just stay here. You could also go to any of the other 2 spots to farm, but we're gonna stay here for now because this is working out for us just fine. Actually, since we are farming money and scrap, this is where I feel like it would be very useful to have our rampage inducer. That's what it's called. This would be very useful to have a rampage inducer on at this point in time. So we're going to go back to the spawn and we're going to turn it on, and we're quickly going to leave again because we don't want to get stuck here with our rampage inducer on for too long. So we're going to go back to our little spot by Pap, and that way we can be close to Pack-a-Punch so that we can Pap whenever we have the money. Ooh, naughty, of course. It's about time. I was already lucky enough to get 2 Pap crystals, so hey, I can't complain. Can't complain. Here we go. We got a full, what's it called? Full power. So we're going to use one of our toxic growth right here. We're going to grab it and we're going to get back on our spot. Excellent. And we're back to this. All right, while we are waiting for our upgrades and stuff, I'm going to be showing you the spot where you will spend your whole game in. So let's go head over to the stamina up room and I will take you from there. So let's head over there right now. It's going to be very hard to run if you have your mouse taped down because your weapon is going to keep trying to fire. So I do like to do slides whenever I can, but yes, it will, keep in mind it will be very difficult to to run if you have your mouse taped. So keep that in mind. Ayo, ammo mod. We don't need that right now. That is a really good weapon to have though, the Akita. But I'm not gonna die for it. It's not that serious. I'm gonna come up the stairs right here. And we're gonna go in this room right here. And we're gonna stand up here behind the desk in this corner. We're gonna aim at this black tile right here, or the white one, it doesn't matter, right here. And we're gonna set a toxic growth in front of us, and we're good. And now we just leave for work for 8 hours. No, you don't do that. You're gonna die. But you can go to the bathroom. You can watch a movie. You can browse social media. You can do whatever you want. You can watch YouTube videos. You can do whatever you want. Because now you're in a spot where you will not die, especially not in this round. You will definitely not die. Keep in mind, you will have to keep moving whenever you see scrap. We do need scrap. So scrap is very important. That is the thing we need right now. So if you see scrap, make sure that you grab it before it despawns. I'm gonna upgrade my rarity. No, I can't. I lied. Haha, silly me. I thought I had enough. Never mind. That's why you gotta be very careful whenever you leave that spot. You gotta be very careful because it is very easily to get overrun when you don't have every perk available to you. But we're back in the spot again, and we're almost at 30,000, so we will be leaving again our spot to pop here very soon, but not yet. Alright, we are about to hit the 30,000 mark. There it is. So that means that we can go get PAP 3 now. So we're going to grab the scrap and we're going to start heading over to Pack-a-Punch. Again, be very careful that you don't get blocked and killed. I did untape my my mouse, so that I can run. Oh wow, this weapon is still here. I'm going to grab that bad boy. I don't have a crystal for it, but that's fine. The Akita is way better of a weapon to have than the one I was currently using. We're gonna run through here so that we can, well, snowballs, but we're gonna run through there so that we can get the campfire. And then we're gonna run faster. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna pop our weapon. And now that we popped our weapon to pop 3, we do not need to be in this area anymore at all. So now we're going to go right back to where we were at, because that is all we came here for. So now we're gonna run all the way back, and we're gonna go all the way back to the spot. We are already at path 3, so we don't need anything else in that area other than the Wonder Fist, but that'll come later. We don't have to worry about that right now. I don't think I still have enough to upgrade my rarity. Let's see. I don't think I do. No, I don't. I need a little bit more. Oh, here it is. Maybe. I need 15 more. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if the zombie maybe drops one. Probably not. Where is he? Here he is. We'll try to kill him with the... Nope, no luck. Okay. Probably should have killed him with the bow, actually, with the crossbow. Because I have cryo on it. It's alright, though. We're going to tape our mouse again, so we don't have to worry about that. And now it's the waiting game. Right now, we are in a very good spot. We have PhD, we have 3 armor plates, and we have PAP 3 already in round 22. So we can stay here for a very long time without taking any damage or dying. We still do need to upgrade our rarity to legendary, and we still need to put a different ammo mod on. Again, like I said, I like to use Shatter Blast, but you can use whichever one you want. It doesn't really matter. Right here, we got it, so we're gonna... Let's go and upgrade our rarity. Hope that we don't get killed. There it is. Zombie round's over. Perfect. So now this is the longest part of this whole setup. Getting legendary is the hardest thing to do, basically. Making money is very easy when you're doing this. So right now, I'm just gonna literally sit here and not move until we have enough scrap to get legendary. So I will catch you guys in a long while. But I'm gonna speed it up for you guys. Alright, so right here, we have been waiting for this Ravager round. This is very important because we have enough money to buy all of our perks now, but we do not have any Casimirs. So this Ravager round is going to give us the max ammo that we need, and now we can go purchase our perks. Now, you do not want to come here if you do not have Casimirs on you. You will die. So throw a Casimir right here before you start purchasing. Once you do, make sure you buy all of your perks and you leave. Remember, you can just shoot at the ground, and if you press a button, you can shoot faster. We're gonna get here so we can get the campfire, and now if we want, we can throw another Casimir, but we can get out of this like this. We don't need it. So we're gonna keep it on us, and we're gonna come right back, and now we have every perk. So that is what we wanted. Now we have Vulture Aid, which will make drops happen even faster. I heard a power up, so we're gonna see what it is. Boots. We got nice boots. Let's try not to die here. Okay. You don't have to risk your life for that, by the way. Just, I was being silly. So, I've been doing this a lot, so I know that I could have been fine. But you don't have to do that. Okay, we're gonna right back in here. And again, we're gonna tape our mouse, because we are very close to, basically, this is all you have to do pretty much. From here on out, it's basically just a game of getting scrap and upgrading your weapon when the time comes. So right now, you're just going to sit here. And again, you can use your toxic growth in front of you. And all you're going to do is sit here until you have 5,000 scrap, and then you can go and upgrade your weapon up to legendary. Make sure you have Casimir's, same thing again, make sure that you have Casimir's on you before you go upgrade, because you don't want to die. The upgrade machine is right next to you, so you don't really have to run very far, but still make sure that it's the end of round, or you have Casimir's and Toxic Growth on you, because remember, the thing at spawn is active, so zombies will spawn very quickly after the round ends, so you still don't want to be caught with your pants down. So make sure you have something to help yourself stay alive when you go over there. Now we're just gonna sit here, and I'm going to fast forward again to the point where I get my weapon in legendary. Pretty much, which is taking me a long time, but pretty much you guys have it. This is the strat. This is basically the strat. This is all you're gonna be doing. So I might even end the video. Who knows? I'll think about it. I might end the video, or I might keep it going until I'm maxed out. But this is basically what you're going to be doing the whole game. Just tape your mouse. Don't worry about anything. I like to stay in the room just so that I can activate Toxic Growth whenever it goes away. But right now you can see that I have one Toxic Growth charged up and the other one almost charged. I like to basically just wait till I see it disappear. Once I see it disappear, I pop the next one. Sometimes zombies will get stuck like this, and also if you have a Wisp active and you have the one augment that makes it so that he can distract the last zombie, that can be annoying because sometimes he will distract the last zombie and will keep you from forwarding rounds for a while. But it's not that serious. You can just go find him on the map, go find him and kill him and come back, or you can just wait it out. It doesn't really matter, but it does take a while for him to bleed out, I guess, for the whip to go out. But yeah, this is basically the start right here, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, leave a like if this was helpful, comment down below, share with your friends, because this will get patched, and it will go away. As soon as the limited time game mode goes away, this will go away. Also, there is double XP right now, so make sure that you make the most out of it. And yeah, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on the next one.